Hey everyone, it's May 12th, and that means that if today is your birthday, you share it with Earle Leonard Nelson, a serial killer known as the Gorilla Killer, who murdered at least 26 victims in the 1920s, and that is him right up there. After his birth in San Francisco in 1897, Nelson had a rough childhood, with both of his parents dying of syphilis before he turned 2. He was raised by his strict Pentecostal grandmother and was expelled from school at the age of 7 for his bad behavior. Nelson was hit by a streetcar while riding a bike when he was 11, suffering a head injury that left him in a coma for 6 days and with a hole in his skull. That same year, his grandmother died, and he was sent to live with his aunt. Now suffering from headaches and memory loss, Nelson began drinking heavily and frequenting prostitutes at the age of 15. In 1915, Nelson was sent to San Quentin State Prison for breaking into a cabin, but was released the following year. This began his long criminal career, in which he was jailed multiple times for burglary and larceny. As a young man, he enlisted in both the Army and Navy, but they never bothered looking for him when he went AWOL, and were happy to get rid of him since he was now showing substantial signs of mental illness. Nelson married a 60-year-old woman in 1919 when he was just 21, but that same year he again injured his head falling off a ladder and began seeing visions and hearing voices. He began committing sex offenses in 1921 when he attempted to molest a 12-year-old girl, but her screams alerted her brother and he was stopped. Nelson was committed but escaped multiple times before being formally released in 1925. He went to Philadelphia where he began killing women, strangling 3 victims over a span of less than a month. In 1926, he returned to California, picking up where he left off, killing 5 women in San Francisco before hitting the road and murdering victims in Illinois, Iowa, Michigan, Missouri, New York, Oregon, and Canada. Nelson would approach a landlady to inquire about renting a room, keeping a Bible on him to put his victim at ease with having him around. Once they let their guard down, he would strangle them, engage in necrophilia with their corpse, and leave them under the nearest bed. He even slept on a bed with a mutilated corpse of a 14-year-old girl beneath it for 3 days. Nelson avoided capture for 18 months by moving frequently and assuming new identities, killing women and girls as he went. The brutality of his crimes led to the press dubbing him the Gorilla Killer. Finally arrested in Manitoba after trying to pawn valuables stolen from a victim, he was tried and convicted of murder, being sentenced to death. He killed at least 25 women and girls, as well as the 8-month-old son of one victim, but the number could be far higher. Nelson was hanged in 1928, putting an end to his crimes for good. If this is your birthday, I hope you have a great day, and leave me a comment so I can wish you a happy birthday. If you know somebody whose birthday it is today, send them this video so they can find out all about their birthday twin. And to Earle Leonard Nelson, I say, happy birthday, you bastard.